Today, I'll be going on a little field trip to test out the Hover Air X1 drone. Let's check it out. Hey, what's up YouTube world? It's Ryan from Riding in Style. And today I wanted to kind of cover this, it's called the Hover Air X1. And this is a pretty neat tool to have if you try to make videos for YouTube, TikTok, whatever. What this really does is it acts as your own personal like cameraman basically. And it allows you to record quality videos. This is the little camera up here. And as you can see, it's actually on a like a little gimbal here, and it's got some sensors underneath here that gives it the altitude of where it's able to fly, where it's over, you know, the terrain basically. And it basically removes the need for someone having to have a second person record their action shots, you know, using another drone that someone else has to control and fly essentially. This here has a few of the pre-programmed flight paths already on there. It can hover, and you set the time that you want it to hover from maybe 15 or 20 seconds up to a couple of minutes. It has a zoom out where it pans out to a predetermined altitude, and then it stays for maybe like a beat or two, and then it starts to zoom in, like it'll pan back in, and it gives you good quality video of that. Another feature is the orbit, where it'll just do a full 360 orbit of you. It might do one rotation. You could set it to do 2 rotations. There's also like a bird eye, which basically the camera, I guess it's the gimbal here will point it straight down, and it'll lift straight up, and it'll just catch a video of you from like a bottom to top and then a top down view. And then there's some customizable features on this camera as well. Again, this is the Hover Air X1. What's also neat about this is that for a small foldable, it's about the size of a cell phone, but it's only 125 grams. I don't know what that translates to into ounces, but it's about the size of my cell phone, and actually a little bit lighter, to be honest with you. So the only concern is the wind. How does it compare with wind? And as you can tell, today is kind of windy outside. It's not crazy windy like it was for me last week, but still, this thing is actually really loud. It's got a lot of propeller noise, but when you use the app, what ends up happening is the app removes all of that propeller noise, and your phone becomes your audio. So it uses your phone's audio to record, and all this does is record the video for you. So today I just wanted to do a quick overview of some of the preset settings. When you first buy it, like I said, you have to download the app. There's a few steps that you have to do. You have to run it through like the basic settings first, and then you can move on to the customizable settings. They're pretty much locked until you've done like the basic settings. So you have to almost earn the ability to have any type of customizable setting. There's also, I forgot to mention, a follow me, and that's limited to about 15, maybe up to 20 miles per hour. So if you're on like a jog or like a mountain bike stroll, you know, it'll follow you from again a predetermined distance. And one of the customizable settings is called like a Dolly Track, and basically you follow the camera, and it just continues to like remove itself further and further back from you, keeping a distance between the drone and you, and it's basically getting a front angle of you. So anyway, with all that brief summary and explanation, sorry for all the info, but let's kind of see what this thing can do. I'm going to start by just turning it on and seeing what settings we have. Green light's on. I want to back up, but unfortunately it is kind of windy today, and like I'm noticing my hover. Okay, I'm noticing the tripod's kind of bouncing a little back and forth, so I'm just maintaining an arm's length to correct some of that unstable footage. But so I turned it on here with the power button. Now I'm going to hit this function button here, and it'll say what our settings are.
Continue. Hover. Zoom out. Please hold the device to face the user.
I wasn't in camera view, so now it's going to be working, I guess.
30 seconds. Hover.
It's basically just watching me. Let's see if I move back, if it follows me. It doesn't follow. It just stays right where it's at, but it does follow in terms of a rotation. As you can kind of see it, I'm trying to stay within camera frame of my phone, but the drone is moving back and forth. And I'm really curious to see the gimbal on this thing, because as you can see, it does go with the wind. So when you're done, you just do this. And it lands right back on your hand. That's pretty neat. So that's the hover function. And as I was trying to explain, is that it will hover and it'll turn to follow you, keeping you within its sight, keeping you centered is how the program is, but it won't move from that spot. So I just thought that was a really interesting feature for the hover. Let's see what's next. Forgot to mention, because I forgot to turn it on, I'm also testing out this automatic phone holder. It's not really a gimbal, but it basically has a small camera underneath that's watching me and a phone mount at the top. And as I move, like the last shot, as I moved around, the phone holder will actually move to keep me in frame as well. Let's see, look at that. I ain't even touching anything, and it's just me. It's just me. So that's something I'm also trying out. I'll show you what that is in a little bit. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit the like button and consider subscribing. I mean, my channel starts off as a car channel exclusively, but right now, you know, I mean, I feel like I'd hit a plateau recording, and this is just a real quick background. I'm not going to draw it out, but then I took a year off. I took a year off from recording anything on YouTube, and I'm finding that I have this urge now to like tap into my creative energy once again, and I don't know what that looks like. Like I explained, you know, sometimes it's very uncomfortable for me, but sometimes, you know, you find a breakthrough, and this is keeping me sharp. It's like, well, at least to me, I don't know to other people, but it's keeping me on my toes. It's keeping me hungry, you know, and there's something about tapping into that creative energy. And as a side, I will put a plug in for you too. You know, if you're someone who's at home right now watching this video and you have ideas that are just kind of like stuck in your head, you need to get them out there. Pick up a camera, pick up a phone, and share your story, share your ideas with the world. You never know, there might be people with the exact same ideas as you. And so that's kind of what I'm doing, guys. I'm just documenting this chapter of my life, and I'm going to continue because my drone just went back to sleep. So we're going to wake it up and we're going to continue where we left off. Okay, the next setting that it's programmed to do is follow. I skipped the zoom out because I'm going to put my phone on an actual gimbal to record it going out and coming back in. But for the static shots where we can just stay in one location, I'm going to do this. Seconds. It'll follow me for 60 seconds. And this thing will follow me as well. So here it goes. I'm being followed by technically two things, my phone and the drone. Let's see, oh yeah, it's following me. Definitely following me. I don't know if it can chase. Okay, so this is pretty cool, guys. I mean, if you think this is cool, hit the thumbs up, because I mean, I'm just enjoying myself right here, even with this camera holder that's also following me. So it's still recording me, it's keeping me in its sight, just like this one is. I basically have two cameras on me now. Talk about a way to record your own videos. This is why I'm doing today's video. As soon as I'm done, this is what happens. I stick my hand out. It sees my hand. I actually go under it. And it lands. I mean, what a time to be alive, right? think about it. It's like I got this thing recording me. I got the phone recording me. I'm showing you all what this thing can do. There's a plane about to fly over, so I'm gonna have to pause this video again, but it's all good. And as promised, this is the holder that I was using, and I will leave a link to this for anyone interested. As you can see, there's a little camera there that's constantly rotating. The phone holder is up there, so you just clip your phone in there. There's a little light if you need it. I'm outdoors, but as I just slightly move, I want you to notice how the holder also moves. It rotates. I mean, think about it. You have your own like second pair of eyes and hands that will follow you as you move back and forth. And when you combine that with this, I mean, you can basically have multiple angles at the same time being filmed. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm overwhelmed right now, to be honest. This is the next thing that I'll be using to help me record. It's just a simple gimbal, nothing crazy. Made, I think that's the brand up there at the top. Not too sure, but this will basically help stabilize my phone, you know, footage, and then also record some of the other functions of the drone. Let's check it out. I forgot to cover a couple of features of this this gimbal here. So yes, it's for a phone. There's no action camera mount on this thing. It does have a lock in the back, so as soon as you set it up to where you want it, you lock it, and then the gimbal function will actually try to keep it there. It's also an extension pole. I think it can go out to right here. This is it. This is your extension pole here, but you can get a further away from you view. Right here is actually a, let me see if I can take it out, a remote. It's a little remote control, houses right in there. You actually have to lift the this selfie stick up a little bit, and it slides right in there, tucked away. And the thing is, I already have another remote that I'm using for that mount that I just showed you that moves back and forth, as you can see. And truth is, I made the mistake of like having each remote, with its, you know, thing, whatever, tripod or selfie stick or whatever. You don't need a different remote for all the different things. It's actually hooked up to your phone's Bluetooth. You can just use one remote, because it's not, unless it has a button to control the gadget itself, but most of them is only to like link to your phone to turn it on and off, or take a picture or record a video. So don't be like me and try to keep like 5 different remotes with all these different things. Basically, I have one main remote and then like 4 backup remotes, because they all do the exact same thing. But that's just my free advice as I learn. So now I have you on the gimbal, and although it might seem close, oh shoot. Anyway, that's the one thing I just got through showing you. So you can get these type of an extension arm like a selfie stick, but that helps also stabilize the image. Anyway, without further ado, let's get back to the Hover Air X1. That is today's special guest. So enough about all these other things. Let's see what else it can do. So as I mentioned a little earlier, that you have to do the basic functions, probably just to the extent that I did just now, where you just run through it all one time, get familiar with the settings, let it do its thing, and then you should be able to unlock, you know, those customizable tracks as well. One was called like a snapshot. The other one is a Dolly Track, and that's one that I'm going to see if I'm actually able to use it now. So we'll see. Let's see if I can use it.
Dolly Track.
Here he goes. Oh, it nearly missed the camera. Sorry, now I'm back in view. So we can see that you can't see it now. It's actually off camera, but oh, I picked the wrong help for this one. But as you can see here, it's right there. So I'm gonna walk towards it and it's gonna back up. I think I'm having too much fun over here. But it comes in, it keeps me at a predetermined distance, and as I walk towards it, or if you're mountain biking, where are you at? There you are. If you're mountain biking or whatever, it'll stay in front of you. So this is just showing as it creeps in on me. It's kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie, that I unlocked this ability thanks to doing like all the other basic steps first. So that's just an overview of this thing. I'm waiting for it to land. Oh, ooh, I didn't even look at it. Very nice. Very nicely done. All right, guys, we're almost done with this test. I'm moving on to the 5th and final setting.
Bird eye.
Bird eye. Let's see how that's preset.
9 meters.
Not,
Bird eye.
okay, 9 meters. Let's just do that and see what happens. It'll go
9
straight up.
meters. Bird eye.
Say hi. Hi like H-I, not H-I-G-H. Oh, that is pretty high though. I know there is a limit of the altitude of about 50 feet. And it's making its way down. That's pretty cool. That's actually very cool. Please don't hit my camera and my audience. All right, guys, I had you. I got your back. It wasn't going to attack you again. Me and this thing will have a talk. So the next feature we have is called the zoom out function. So it's going to go up about 3 meters.
Zoom out.
And that's where the 3 meters ends. And it comes back in. And you can customize that as well. Now I'm going to try it at 6 meters.
6 meters. Zoom out.
Oh gosh, what just happened?
Please hold the device to face the user.
Let's try this again. Did you hear that little high pitch? It's like it got mad. I think it tried to attack me. Did you guys see that? It tried to attack me. See, it is kind of windy today, and it is trying to accomplish what it's supposed to do while the plane flies over. Perfect timing. But there's the 6 meters right there, and it's coming back. Create a launch pad with your palm. And there you have it. So how it works is you hit this button to kind of go through all the different functions. So you'll have like a...
Bird eye. Custom. Hover. Zoom out. Follow. Orbit.
So you hit this black button here, and then what you do is you hold it down, and it'll tell you what the setting is of that particular flight path. So we have it on orbit.
2.5 meters. Orbit.
So it'll orbit around for at 2.5 meters. Let's just see what that looks like.
2.5 meters. Orbit.
Please don't attack me. I mean no harm. Oh, watch out, the tripod. Okay, that's another thing about this. It doesn't have any like collision avoidance sensors on it. So you're gonna have to be real careful with the placement like I just saw. You know, it doesn't have any side-to-side avoidance of any type of obstacles or branches or leaves. So that's where you're gonna have to come in and, you know, even when it's on that follow me mode. Oh, okay, it just tried to attack you guys.
Please pay attention to the surrounding environment and avoid obstacles.
Did you guys hear that? I just got scolded by this thing. It said collision detected. Please pay attention. what I was just trying to tell you folks is that this thing like doesn't have any collision avoidance. It relies on you, and if you don't and it collides into the camera, to you folks at home, I hope you dodged. It'll scold you.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed this short video exposing you to the Hover Air X1 drone. I wasn't able to show you the clips that the drone took on this video because I was using my phone audio to record like a third-person point of view, which was what this video showed you. I will do a future video showing the video from the drone as well as the audio, which will come through my phone as well. If you like this video, just leave a little thumbs up, guys. You know, I appreciate all of that, and I also appreciate your time as well. Thank you for checking this video. This is Ryan from Riding in Style.
Yeah.